Hey guys, it's the Tally's Card Life and welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be reading Magic Tree House number 28, High Tide in Hawaii by Mary Pope Osborne. So let's get started, and it's part 4. So now let's get started. So first, now we're going to be reading chapter 5, Go, and this is going to be a little bit a long chapter, so it's going to be boring. So just so you know. So chapter 5, Go. Boca looked at Jack and grinned. Ready? He asked. I'm ready, said Annie. Where do we get our surfboard? Down there, said Kima. Down there, said Kima. She pointed to a rocky path that led to the beach. Let's go, said Annie. Annie, Boca, and Kima started down the path. Jack followed, moving slowly and carefully. So here's the picture right here. When he stepped onto the beach, Jack slipped his shoes. He dug his toes into the dry, warm sand. It felt as soft as silk. Actually, I wouldn't mind just taking a walk on the beach, he said. And the other seemed to hear. They all walked over to the row. Wait, hold on. I lost my place. Actually, I wouldn't mind just taking a walk on the beach, he said to the others. But no one seemed to hear. They had all walking over to a row of wooden surfboards propped against the rocks. Boca picked out a long board and lugged it over to Jack. For you, he said. Jack took the board and looked up at it. It was as long as his dad. Isn't this boy a little big for me? Isn't this a little big for me? He asked. Boca shook his head. He chose a board for Annie. Then he and Kima grabbed a couple for themselves. Jack took a deep breath. I'd like find it. That's good. Okay. So Jack took a deep breath. I'd like to read a little about surfing first, he said. He put his board down and pulled out the research book. What is this, said Kima. It's a book, said Jack. It tells you about things. How does it talk, said Kima. It doesn't talk, said Annie. You read it. Kima looked confused. Jack, forget the book now, Annie said. Let's just do what Boca and Kima tell us. She headed for the ocean, lugging her board. Jack sighed and put the book away. He left his pack in the sand, picked up his board, and followed the others. They all stopped at the edge of the water. First, we need to get past the breaking waves, said Kima. Then we'll show you what to do next. Together they waded into waded into the cool shallow water. The waves don't seem all that big, said Jack, thought, hopefully. But as he waded deeper into the ocean, the breaking waves began to look bigger and bigger, and when the first wave hit him, Jack leaned against it, lifting his board, but he nearly fell over. Kima, Boca, and Annie moved further out into the ocean. Jack watched as a wave loomed over them. They all threw their boards over the wave and dove into it. Jack struggled forward. The next time a big wave came toward him, he threw his board over it. Holding his glasses tightly, he ducked under. When Jack stood up again, he wiped the water from his eyes and glasses. His surfing board was close by. He grabbed it before another wave came. Okay, so where am I? Oh, another wave came. Jack, he kept fighting his wave forward. By the time he got past all the breakers, the water was up to his chest. "We'll paddle out to catch a big wave," said Boca. Jack frowned, but "Don't worry, Jack," said Kayma. "Don't worry, Jack," said Kayma. "It will be fun. It will be fun." Thought it was fun. Boca and Kayma pulled themselves onto the boat, their boards. They lay on their bellies and began paddling with their hands out to the sea. Jack and Annie lay down on their boards to paddling over the gentle waves. Jack relaxed. Now this was something he could do all day. "When I say go, paddle fast back toward the shore," said Kayma. When do we stand up?" said Annie. "When you start toward the shore," said Boca. "Stand up with one foot forward. Stretch your arms to keep your balance, but don't try to stand up the very first time," said Kayma. "Just ride your board on your belly. I see one coming now," said Boca. Wait, said Jack. Everything was happening too fast. He had questions. "Go," Kayma shouted. Jack saw a big wave rolling toward them. Before he knew it, Boca, Kayma, and Annie were paddling quickly toward the shore. Jack paddled like crazy to keep up. Suddenly, the wave lifted him and swept him forward. Jack zoomed forward to shore Jack zoomed toward the shore with amazing speed. "Watch out on the corner of his eye," he said. Boca and Kayma and Annie all standing up. Jack wanted to be like them. In a flash, he went up to his knees. He put his left foot toward and stood up. For 1 second, he felt like a soaring bird. Then he lost his balance. Jack fell into the water, grabbed his... Water filled in his mouth and went up to his nose. His board and his lee were swept away. Jack twisted and turned in the churning water. When his eyes When his head bopped up above the water, he choked and coughed. Another big wave crashed down on him, and he went under again. When he came up, he plunged toward desperately trying to get to shore. Again and again, Jack was thrown down and slammed by breaking waves. But each time he got up and hurled himself closer to shore. Finally, Jack dragged himself out of the ocean. Feeling bruised and battered, he fell onto the sand. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my video today on Natalia's Incredible Life, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, stay incredible.